Okay, so hi everyone. So my name is Jain Yassin. So I will presenting our paper in the fourth International Conference on Global Business and Social Science 2021. So um, uh, the title of our paper is Heterogeneous Effects of Sectoral Compositions on the Green Technology Innovations in Asia Middle Income Country. Okay, so the second author is Wong Sing Yun, and the third author is Nisa Roxanne Marcos. So we are together preparing, completing this study. Okay, without further ado, I think better we look into the introductions, overview of our study. Okay, our study basically focus on the middle income country, specifically on Asia, Asian. So so we identify that the Asian middle income country have higher reliance on fossil fuel consumption, and we know that based on the previous studies have been conducted, the reliance on fossil fuel consumption for sure creating an issue of energy insecurity, as well as the issue of environment issue. Okay, environment issue, for example, pollution and so on. And another issue that I want to highlight here is that the middle income country in Asia are also currently undergoing a massive structural change toward a more industrial economy, okay, or economy based. The sector change also refer as sectoral compositions. Sectoral compositions is the shifting of economic activity or economic sector to another economic activity or sector. For example, from agriculture sector to industry sector, and moving forward to services sector, for example. So currently, Asian countries have experienced the rapid structural change. And so this is interesting. So this is interesting. We want to look into what's the contribution or what is the role of each sector um, in the technology innovations, especially green technology innovations, because based on our um, studies that middle income countries still lacking the green technology innovations. Okay, innovations and having weak adoptions of technology that support a carbon-free economy. So it's crucial to identify how the economic activity, specifically the economic sector, will contribute on these technology innovations, specifically on the green technology innovations. So therefore, we try to examine the sector compositions, um, heterogeneous effects on green technology innovations in 20 selected Asian middle income country from 1995 until 2016. So heterogeneous effects is referred to the country specific effects. Okay, for sure. So even though the Asian country they lie in the same region, however, for sure they have the country specific effects that we need to consider. And okay, um, so we review okay, lots of literature, and we try to summarize in our study. So first, we identify that most study okay agree that there are positive and negative relationship between green technology innovations and economic growth. Okay. However, so there are less study that um, try to identify the relationship or the impact of sectoral share or sectoral compositions on the green technology innovations. Um, so, however, a few studies have been highlighted the significance of sectoral share or sectoral compositions on the green technology innovations. However, the the conclusions is mixed. Okay, conclusion is mixed in the agreement, and um, we also identify other highlighted variables, for example, like pollutions. Pollutions also have an impact toward the green technology innovations. They also influence the green technology innovations, as well as urbanizations process and tourism activity or tourism sector. Again, I also have we call influence is influencing the green technology innovations, the motivations of innovating new green technology. Okay, and so in this study, we are using two selected Asian middle income country from 1995 until 2016. Okay, so these selections of country is based on data availability as well as their characteristic as middle income countries. Okay, and we are using data from OECD, okay, and World Development Indicator, as well as the emission database for global atmospheric research or EDGAR. So ED database, we are uh, derive the green technology innovations data. Okay, the green technology data basically we are using the pattern, the technology pattern for green technology or related green technology. Okay, innovation. Okay, so in our study, so we are using the dynamic common correlated effects or DCCE. So this is a panel, a model of panel analysis, analytic econometric models that quite different with other or static model, which is a fixed effects and random effects and so on, or the GMM, for example. So this DCCE, sorry, dynamic common correlated effects is that they allow the heterogeneous effects of each country, okay, and as well as the cross dependency among countries. So they are trying to observe how so this so-called statistic method try to observe the heterogeneous or country-specific effects as well as the cross dependency among countries. So by include these two just now, heterogeneity as well as the cross dependency effect, so we can we able to get a more clear picture, okay, on the effects. So based on our results that we have been analyzed, okay, it's found that it's found that the sector compositions here. So we try to segregate the sector compositions into three, which is agriculture, industry, and services. Okay, so the agriculture sector shows that they have the negative impact toward the green technology innovations, which imply that um, 1% increase in agriculture value added will reduce 0.2% of the green technology innovations. Okay, so this is imply also that the agriculture sector is not motivating more green technology innovations in middle income country. And and in terms of industry sector involved manufacturing and so on. And although industry have been the which is synonym with the pollution activity, right? Polluting environments because of manufacturing, right? Production and so on. But this industry also promoting green technology innovations. They are motivate more green technology innovations, which also statistically imply that 1% increase in the industry value added will increase the green technology innovations by 0.09%. Okay, similar with the services sector. So, services sector. also increased the technology innovations by 0.19%, which is quite significant comparing to industry. What we can summarize on the sector compositions here is that industry and services sector is motivate more green technology innovations, and the role of services sector is quite significant. And when we look into other variables that we include as a control variable here, but we also look into their effects. For example, like carbon emissions. So carbon emissions basically is proxy for the pollutions. So what we can what we can summarize here is that the increase in carbon emissions is also motivates more green technology innovations. And similar with the urbanization's process. So as the urbanization process increase, and this will also motivate more green technology innovation. And similar with tourism, tourist arrivals. Tourist arrival and increase in tourist arrival will increase also the green technology innovation. Okay, so next we look into the this is the output of our study basically. So I just summarize on this one, or already I summarize on the impact of each variables, and we look into the R square here. So the R square shows that the the variable here is explaining 0.5, which is 50%, 50%, which is acceptable. And when we observe the jackknife bias corrections, using jackknife bias corrections and recursive mean adjustment method, basically this regression here is to observe whether they have the small size bias, small size bias. And we can see that the result is quite consistent. Okay, the result is quite consistent, and so this also implies that the result of the mean group here is robust. Okay, according to the CD, CD is referred to the cross dependency statistic. So this also implied that this dynamic common cumulative effects is suitable for this study because they have the cross dependency among countries. Okay, so now we focus on the discussion. Sorry. So what I can conclude here is that the government environmental regulation to solve the government issue has stimulated the industrial and services transformations. Okay, what we can see just now is that the industry and services sector is encourage more, motivate more technology innovations. This is due to the government's regulations and initiative. Okay, and eventually lead policy implications to motivate more adoptions of environmental technology. For example, like most of the country, they are currently attach the UN goal, which is the Sustainable Development Goal. Okay, and the 17th goal. Okay, one of it is for sure in terms of reducing the pollutions. Okay, and the adoptions of green technology. And so therefore, most of the governments, they want to highlight this. Okay, they want to translate this goal into action. Okay, so therefore they come up with regulations and so on. So what happened is that the industry player, especially in the manufacturing and services, they try to map their operations, their activity, as well as their production, for example, to map with the government regulations. That's why this lead to more adoptions of environmental technology, as well as the technology innovations, right? However, negative association between agriculture and green technology innovations imply that the agriculture sector has not played a significant role yet in promoting environmental innovations. Therefore, we come out with these policy implications. Um, so the first one, green technology innovations is need to be emphasized by the policymaker, by the government, by the stakeholder to become the main key driver for modernizations for middle-income countries. We know that middle-income country they have tried to pursue to become a high-income country. So, but in the process, so they need to attach also or try to using the green technology innovation as a driver for that. And um, so as well as we need to stimulate environmental awareness among producer and farmers, especially the agriculture sector, just because just now we identify that agriculture sector is not playing a significant role in promoting environmental innovations. Therefore, we need to we as the stakeholder and as well as the government as the policymaker, they need to stimulate this environmental awareness among the producer, the farmers, and also facilitating the sharing of technology innovation. And last but not least is to stimulate the private enterprise motivation to invest uh, in environmental R&D, research and development, and innovation. By that, we have collaborations between the governments, okay, the private sector, other stakeholder, okay, and so on and so forth. So, so last but not least is that uh, through this research, so we're able to identify that um, uh, there the middle income country, yeah, okay, in the middle income countries, especially in Asia, they should look into the sector compositions, sector composition, because every sector they have different the different so-called effects on the environmental innovation, which I highlighted just now. So I think that's all for me. So thank you so much, and have a nice day.